Good evening, and welcome to the Scorpio New Moon Circle here on 3HO Foundation Facebook Live. My name is Mary Dew, and I will be your host this evening. Let's all start with a collective deep breath this evening. I don't know about you guys. Shout out to the empaths of the world, but I've talked to a couple of people and the energy in the world has been pretty intense today. So let's let it all go and let's allow ourselves to drop in for the next 45 minutes or so and let the outside world stay outside. Let's go inside and go deep. Scorpio is all about going to the depths. Scorpio is all about emotion, determination, loyalty, passion. Very, very interesting and exciting sign. So take a deep breath in, close your eyes. Exhale, sigh out the mouth, let something go. And allow yourself to come out of the ethers into your physical body. Our theme for this evening, for this Scorpio New Moon, deconstruct to reconstruct. Deconstruct to reconstruct. Deconstruct to reconstruct. And by that I mean basically breaking it all down and going deep to let it all fall away and rebuild from the ground up. And this is both in our outer world, which you may be seeing and feeling in the outer world right now, which we can't control. But it's also, it's a good opportunity to do it on the inside in your inner world, and that we can control. We can deconstruct ourselves, we can peel away those layers of old stuff, old patterns, old habits that we've been hanging on to, clinging to us, shake it off, clear it off, and reconstruct and build yourself back up from the inside out. So that's a big one, I realize, but we're going to work on it together, and thankfully, when we've got these themes and we've got these intentions around the new moon, we also have the power of our global community here connecting in this moon circle together in this global moon circle as we circle up around the globe. And don't underestimate the power of that, because our community is strong. We've got so many wonderful, vibrant people in this group. Give me a shout out in the comments if you have a minute and just let me know where you're joining from. And just know that this community, that we've all got each other's backs right now through all of this, no matter what's going on in the world. We are here to support one another as we deconstruct to reconstruct around the Scorpio New Moon. So let's get started by taking a moment to rock side to side and really find a comfortable seat. I like to lift up on the right sitting bone and place it down, and then lift up on the left, place the sitting bones down, so you really find that balance in between the sitting bones, really connecting those with the earth. Or if you're sitting in a chair, that's perfectly fine as well. Just plant both feet on the earth and still find the balance on your chair seat between the sitting bones. Take the palms face down on the knees and adjust your grounding. Close your eyes, roll them up to the third eye point. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Allowing the breath to really expand the belly, the ribs, the chest, the lungs, the heart. Pause at the top with the breath held in. And then exhale, one more through the mouth, just sigh it out, really let it go. Feel yourself grounded. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And this time exhale through the nose, but keep the length in the spine, keep reaching up through the crown of the head, drawing the navel in to press the breath out. Feel yourself balanced. One more deep breath in, this time drawing the breath down deep into the heart. Clearing out that heart space, making room for our new moon intentions. As you exhale through the nose again, visualize the breath going out through the heart, clearing out the heart space, releasing anything you don't need, just let it go. And let's call in the directions to open our circle this evening. You can stay seated if you like, but if you're familiar with the directions and the orientation of where you're sitting, we'll begin in the east. So go ahead and turn and face the east. And we welcome the east to our circle this evening, the season of spring and the element of fire. The east is the void, it's the great mystery, the great unknown, where all things begin, the direction of new beginnings and infinite possibilities. We welcome the east to our circle. Turn and face the south, the season of summer and the element of earth. The south is the direction of beauty, and the south is the direction of the heart. It's also the direction of the container. And so we open the container of our global moon circle this evening, inviting in everyone who's watching right now live and everyone who will join us later. Turn and face the west. Welcome in the west to our circle this evening, the season of autumn and the element of water. Scorpio is a water sign. The west teaches us about letting go of that which no longer serves us to make room for the new. Turn and face the north. Welcoming the north to our circle this evening. The season of winter and the element of air. The north is the direction, and the north about power and vitality. So we welcome the north. Take the hands up, the heart up, look up, and welcome Pachatata, Father Sky. We welcome the Scorpio New Moon. And even though the new moon is very, very slim and not a lot of light, we still welcome the inspiration and the illumination that this moon brings us. Take the hands down to the earth, heart to the earth, and welcome Pachamama, Mother Earth, Gaia. She's always got our back. She's always there to support us. We give thanks to Mother Earth and welcome her to our circle this evening. Bring the left palm to the heart center. Place the right palm over the top. Close your eyes with a deep breath into the heart. And welcome the sacred heart within you. Remember, all is sacred, as are you and as am I. We connect our heartbeats with each other, everyone in this global moon circle, and we connect our heartbeats with the heartbeat of the earth. And welcome Great Spirit to our circle this evening. And all the people who will join us, all the allies, all the ancestors who support our work with these moon circles. Thank you, and the container is open. Aho. So rub the palms together at the center of your chest. Press the palms together firmly. Seal them from the base of the palms up to the fingertips. Bring the thumbs into the heart center. And we'll follow this by tuning in with the Kundalini tune-in, the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, 3 times on 3 separate breaths, the deep breath in between, to connect us with the divine teacher within. And then we'll go right into the Mangala Chana mantra, 4 sniffs in, into Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhigurudeve Name. Again, 3 times with 4 sips of air in between. This one is for divine protection. Take a deep breath in, close the eyes, roll them up to the 3rd eye point. Exhale, pressing the palms together at the heart. Inhale to begin, deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. 4 sniffs. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satguru Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Again. Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. One more time. Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Taking 16 sniffs of air, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest, the lungs, the heart. Pause at the top with the breath held in. And exhale. Turning the palms up on the knees in a gesture of receptivity. Pause here. And repeat to yourself these 3 phrases. I am open to receive. I allow myself to receive. And I am worthy of receiving. I am open to receive. I allow myself to receive. And I am worthy of receiving. One more time. I am open to receive. I allow myself to receive. And I am worthy of receiving. Opening up to this very powerful Scorpio New Moon energy. It's an energy of new beginnings. It's a time when all things are possible. And it's a time to take a deep, deep dive into ourselves, into our inner world, into our emotions, thinking about the idea of deconstructing to reconstruct. So I like to begin our circles with drawing an oracle card, and I took the liberty of drawing one for us today from the Conscious Spirit deck. This is, I can't even remember where I got this deck online, but it's called Conscious Spirit, and I just love this deck. It's got, really works with all the different elementals and seasons and nature, and it's a lovely deck, so check it out if you're into oracle decks. The card that I drew for us this evening is interesting. It's number 7. It's Sacred Space. And it's a picture, I don't know if you can see from there, but it's a blonde lady who kind of reminds me of myself, and she's staring at a beautiful waterfall, which the water energy is the Scorpio energy. The Scorpio is a water sign. The new moon of Scorpio is definitely a lot of water energy. And water energy is all about cleansing and clearing and flexibility and fluidity and being able to let go, to let the new come in. So we'll tap into the water element for our circle this evening as well. And here's what it says about number 7, Sacred Space. It says, I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. And let me read you a little more from the book that it had to say. It also says here, this card is a reminder to strengthen your connection to nature by finding and creating a safe, sacred space for yourself in your garden or in your home, where you can surround yourself with the sounds, the images, and the objects of Mother Earth. So take that one to heart and think about the idea of creating a sacred space for yourself, especially at this time in the world when the energies are definitely like a roller coaster. We're definitely riding the waves right now, and you never really know from day to day what the energy of the world is going to feel like. And some days it feels bright and welcoming and inspiring, and other days might be a little more challenging. And you know, all of that is part of it. All of that is part of this human experience. And they say we signed up for this and came here at this time on this planet to be a part of this experience. And I believe it. it feels like that we as humans are being challenged in ways that perhaps we've never really experienced before, and we are being called to go with the flow, much like the water element. And, you know, in going with that flow, think a little more about the idea of deconstruct to reconstruct and the deconstruction that's going on around us. You know, out in the outer world, we've got old paradigms that are really beginning to crumble and fall away. And, you know, some leaders in the world and you know, big structures in the world, all of that is really shifting and changing and breaking down right now. And that could be scary. And a lot of the energy that feels like it's being pumped into the world right now is based around fear. And it's real easy to get sucked into that and go down that rabbit hole, and pretty soon you're in that vibration of fear. But I challenge you to rise above that and realize that if these things are breaking down, and if, you know, old familiar structures are breaking down, can we take a step back? Can we trust that, as always, that the universe does have our back? Great Spirit always has our back. Remember that. And can we take a step back and look at what is crumbling and perhaps see a perspective that it's crumbling for a reason. It's crumbling so that the old may fall away and make room for the new to come in. That we can reconstruct it in a new way that's perhaps a better way for Pachamama, for Mother Earth, for our beautiful planet, and a better way for humanity and all the people around you and community. I feel, you know, right now it feels like the energy in the world is really calling us to simplify and to localize. Whereas maybe, I know with myself, I've always been a big traveler. I've traveled pretty much all my life between my work and you know, the last couple of years I really haven't traveled at all, and it's been kind of a shock to my system in a way, and I've looked at this, but really, especially over the last month or so, and slowing down and looking at this, I've realized that, you know, that old way of, it's not that I won't travel again, but for now I'm being called to be where I am and kind of grow like a plant myself where I am and grow and blossom here. And I am being called to get to know the community around me. I only moved here a couple of years ago. Getting to know the people around you, very, very important wherever you are. And think about, you know, what kind of gifts you can bring to the table in your community and share with your community and what is needed in your community, and then think about what you can offer to the community and focus on simplification and localization around this deconstruction. That, you know, if you're focused on simplifying and organizing and, you know, going deep on the inner world, then if the outer world's crumbling, it's really not going to affect you. If you're localizing and focusing on your local community, then the outer world won't affect you as much. So you have that opportunity to be able to embrace the deconstruction and reconstruct it in a way of co-creation with the others, like-minded others around you, and from a higher vibration to where you create a wonderful inner world that projects out into your outer world and radiates all around you, and all of a sudden it's a dream come true rather than this frightening, crumbling, you know, old paradigm that we might be seeing right here, right now. Know that there is a plan and a purpose behind it all, and maybe look at it as a challenge to peel back those layers. You know, Scorpio energy loves to peel away the layers and layers and layers of emotion. Peel that all back and see what lies underneath. And know that to do that in the outer world, it all starts within. And so, again, what we can control is the inner world. And, part of our work, even though it may seem a bit counterintuitive, if the world on the outside is crumbling around us, we're going inside, are we hiding out? What's up with that? But no, we really do need to do this inner work. We need to work with our inner emotions, find that place of peace, find that feeling of joy, the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of love in our hearts. That is what shifts our vibration from the inside out. And it's amazing and miraculous how the world on the outside will change around you when you go inside and do the work on that. So don't run away from those deep emotions that might be coming up around this new moon. It's perfectly normal, especially with a Scorpio new moon, that emotions are going to be coming to the surface. Things that were hidden or buried in the depths are going to be coming to the surface right now. So this is your message that you're not going crazy. It's all good. Just go within, do this work, trust and know that you are supported. Break down any boundaries and any limitations that are holding you back and allow yourself to deconstruct in order to reconstruct around the Scorpio new moon. So take a deep breath in. Go ahead and close your eyes, palms down on the knees. Pause with the breath held in and really focus on your heart space, seeing it being open and clear, seeing your heart as a void. As you exhale, again, the breath comes out through the heart, clearing out the heart space, and that void is open for the universe to come in and bring you the new, and to allow the old to exit and fall away. So I know that's kind of a lot of information. Boy, kind of started it off heavy there today, but I hope that the message is resonating, and take what you do resonate with and leave the rest always the way with these new moon circles and full moon circles. So let's move our bodies a little bit to kind of digest a little bit of that. And always a good idea if you've ever got stuck energy, or you're ever feeling frustrated or stuck, or like you're not getting anywhere, it's always a good idea to move. You move that energy around, shake it up, and it's amazing how those pieces of the puzzle, the prana comes in, and the pieces of the puzzle fall back into the right order, into place within you. And the universe always takes care of you. So take the palms down on the knees and come into that comfortable seat, and let's just do a little bit of movement, and then we'll jump into our meditation for the evening. We'll begin rolling for the waist. Inhale forward, exhale back, eyes closed, focus on the third eye. Releasing any tension you're holding in your back, arching forward, rounding back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Breathe. Try to keep the head and chin level. Really want to mainly be moving the spine, stretching the spine from the earth below you to the sky above. As you also arch forward and round back, creating space between your vertebrae and then breathing into that space. Find the rhythm in your breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. Really let yourself hear your breath, deepening the breath with every movement. Awakening the spine, aligning the chakras that run from your root all the way to the crown of your head. Visualizing a column of light running right through the center of you, from your root to the crown of your head. And those chakras are the spinning wheels of energy aligning. And you are a conduit between the earth and the sky. Take a deep breath in, come back to center, sit nice and tall. Chin slightly tucked, keep inhaling, keep inhaling. Then exhale, keep the length in the spine, draw the navel in to press the breath out, and push off in the opposite direction. Inhale forward, exhale back. And see if you can smile as you move. Drawing that emotion of joy into your heart, moving into that feeling in your heart of joy, gratitude, feeling your heart filling up with light. Keep moving, keep breathing. Inhale forward, exhale back. Come back to center, sit nice and tall, deep breath in. And as you exhale, slide the hands to the shins or the ankles, begin to flex the spine forward and round it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Start slowly, and then you can pick up the pace. Just find a pace that's comfortable for you. Coordinating the movement and the breath. As you inhale and arch forward, the belly expands. As you exhale and round back, the belly draws back to the base of the spine. In and out through the nose. Focus on the third eye point. Keep it going. Awakening the Kundalini energy at the base of your spine. Good, come back to center, take a deep breath in. Last piece of our warm up here, take the arms up to a 60-degree angle, spread the fingers wide, and then bend the fingers. Fingertips press into the pads. Turn the wrists out so the thumbs come up, thumbs pointing straight up, go into breath of fire. Focus on the third eye point. 3 minutes. Expander. Also known as the ego eradicator. Putting the ego to sleep and expanding the aura and the radiance around you. Powerful navel, powerful breath. Keep it going. Try to keep the arms nice and straight. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Shoulder blades move down the back. Keep moving, keep breathing. Navel moving. If you're feeling tension in your arms, see if you can breathe through it. Reach up through the thumbs. Press the pads. Fingertips into the pads. Already halfway there, keep it going. Last minute, almost there. 30 seconds, you got this. Keep it going. Powerful breath. Good. Take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And as you inhale, bring the thumbs together overhead to touch. Spread the fingers wide. Keep inhaling. Exhale. Hold the posture. Draw the navel in to press the breath out. Now inhale deeply, reach. And exhale, sweep the arms down through your aura, slowly with control. Turning the palms up on the knees, back to that gesture of receptivity. Pause here for just a couple of breaths on your own, being open to receive any messages from the Scorpio New Moon. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And gently open your eyes. All right. So we'll go right into our meditation for this evening, and follow me on this. I actually had planned a different meditation, and then today I did this meditation. I haven't done this one in a while. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I did it with a private session today, and I thought, oh, this would be perfect for tonight. And I believe it fits right in with our theme of deconstruct to reconstruct. Our meditation for this evening is Kirtan Kriya. Kirtan Kriya is wonderful meditation for so many things. It helps the memory, it helps with Alzheimer's. I find it to be a wonderful meditation just for overall calm. It has a very calming effect on me anyways, and I always visualize with this Kirtan Kriya meditation, the idea we begin with the mantra is Sata Nama, Sata Nama, and we move through the different mudras as we chant. We'll have the backs of the wrists on the knees, beginning with Gyan Mudra, thumb and the forefinger pressing together. Sa, middle finger, Ta, ring finger, Na, pinky, Ma. Sata Nama. Backs of the wrists on the knees, moving through those mudras. And we'll begin in full voice. The full voice really speaks to the physical body and the physical realm. And then we'll chant that in full voice for a minute. I'll cue you. We'll take a deep breath in, deep breath out to reset, and then we'll go into a whisper. And the whisper takes us to the angelic realm. And we'll whisper for 1 minute and chant it in a whisper for a minute. And then I'll cue you again. We'll take a deep breath in, deep breath out to reset, and then we go to chanting it silently in our minds, still moving through the mudras with our hands. And that takes us out into the universal realm. And so the idea being that we're starting the physical realm, going to the angelic realm, out to the universal realm, and we actually stay there for a minute on the way out, a minute on the way back in. So 2 minutes of chanting it silently. Then we come back to a whisper to the angelic realm for a minute, back to full voice in the physical realm for a minute. Basically, the idea being, rather than setting an actual new moon intention, although you're certainly welcome to set a new moon intention if you have one in mind as well, but I think the idea of this being opening up to the idea of deconstructing as we go from the physical to the angelic to the universal, and then we come back in and reconstruct universal, angelic, physical. We kind of deconstruct and reconstruct, and perhaps that can just be our intention, to open up to the universe and trust that the universe knows what is for our highest and greatest good, and open ourselves up to the idea of deconstructing to reconstruct, and perhaps that can be our intention It's just an idea and a suggestion. You can totally choose your own intention. But that is our meditation for this evening. So we'll have our eyes closed, focused on the third eye point throughout the meditation this evening. So again, sa, ta, na, ma, full voice to whisper to silence, back to the whisper, back to full voice. Just follow along. I'll cue you along the way. And this music is from Tara Nam, my favorite Kirtan Kriya recording. I hope she's okay with us using it tonight. I think it's the best. Close your eyes, roll them up to the third eye point, backs of the wrists to the knees. Bring the hands into Gyan Mudra. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth, let something go. Another deep breath in through the nose, and let's get ready to chant all together. Chant it from the heart. Back to Gyan Mudra, deep breath in, come into a whisper. Talk to the angels. back to a whisper. Back to the angelic realm. Feel the angels all around you, supporting your every move as you reconstruct from the inside out. Know that you are supported every step of the way. Deep breath in to reset. Exhale. Deep breath in. Last minute, come back to full voice. Breath in, this time sweep your arms out to the sides and up through your aura. Spreading that light all around you, expanding your aura out in all directions. Reach through the fingertips, keep inhaling. Drawing in light through all 10 fingertips. And then exhale, sweep the arms down through your aura, clear out that space. Surrounding yourself with light. Time. Inhale, sweep, and reach. Bring the palms together overhead, press the palms together, and then exhale, bring the palms down the center line. Thumbs come to rest at the heart center. Lower the chin to the chest, head bows to the heart. Pause here with a deep breath into the heart. And exhale. Releasing the backs of the palms to the knees one more time. Pausing here. Deep breath in. Keep that third eye focus. And exhale. You can just be here and breathe. Long, slow, deep breath in a meditative posture, and I'm going to read you the update on the new moon from the Power Path. This is the Power Path. It's thepowerpath.com. You can find their updates there. It's written by Lena Stevens, my friend and teacher and wonderful intuitive, and she does the updates for the new moon and the full moon each month, as well as a monthly forecast. They're wonderful and powerful and way better than any horoscope I've ever read. It's just very, very lovely guidance. And here's what she said about tomorrow's new moon in Scorpio, which is coming at 5:14 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Thursday, November the 4th, whatever that converts to for you. It says, Well, it says new moon in Scorpio is on Thursday, November 4th at 3:14 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 5:14 p.m. Eastern Time. It says this is a potent moon that delineates an ending of something old and the beginning of something new. It is important to identify for yourself what is ending and what you wish to energize and initiate that is new. The dynamic quality of this new moon can also bring about restlessness, irritability, and a sensitivity to what you believe is fair and just. Any thoughts or tendencies towards blame or injustice should be neutralized, and your intentions move towards a positive vision. Set boundaries against any pressure from others if you need to, and focus on discovering what is in your heart that needs nourishment. It is a good day to practice gratitude and appreciation for what you have while spending time cleaning out the basement to make room for more beauty and improving the space you live in and your personal environment. If personal fears and doubts happen to surface, face them head on with the intention of reconnecting with your power and deep spiritual wisdom. Wow, so I think that goes right along with our theme. If personal fears and doubts happen to surface, face them head on with the intention of reconnecting with your power and deep spiritual wisdom. Deconstruct to reconstruct. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it, for this new moon. So we'll go ahead and we'll close our circle by releasing the directions, and then we'll do a long Satnam together. So wherever you are, find that comfortable seat and take a deep breath in. Bringing the left palm to the heart center, right palm over the top, reconnecting with your sacred heart, giving thanks to Great Spirit, thanks to the sacred heart that beats within each and every one of us, the divinity within. Bring your palms to the earth, heart to the earth. Give thanks to Pachamama for supporting our circle, always supporting us every step of the way. Take the hands up and heart up, look up, and give thanks to Pachatata for supporting our circle this evening, and to the Scorpio New Moon. We give thanks to the north, the season of winter, the element of air, to the west, the season of autumn, the element of water, to the south, the season of summer and the element of earth, and to the east, the season of springtime and the element of fire. And we give thanks to the east for the new beginnings, for the inspiration from the void, the great unknown. And we step forward into that void, embracing the great unknown as we deconstruct to reconstruct on this Scorpio new moon. Deep breath into the heart and exhale, and so it is. Rub the palms together at the center of your chest. We'll close with one long Satnam together, bringing the palms into the heart center, taking a deep breath into the heart to Satnam. 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 We will reconvene just 2 weeks from tomorrow on Thursday, November the 18th, for the Taurus full moon and lunar eclipse circle. We are coming into eclipse season. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. And so I'll see you again 2 weeks from tomorrow, Thursday, November 18th. In the meantime, you can find me at Maridew Yoga, M-A-R-I-D-E-W Yoga, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify.
And I will also link that Kirtan Kriya recording so that you can purchase that for yourself. I'll put an iTunes link for the Kirtan Kriya from Tara Nam. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, Sat Nam, Aho, and Namaste. Have a great evening and new moon blessings to all.